obviously randomized. And then the text that displays at the bottom of the screen can be from a variety of games.
Oh, and we're off.
And let's go.
Prodigy's a little delayed here.
They'll sync it up.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay.
just that's a stream delay thing. And looks like we've got 3 players going to Quickman and 1 going to Flash. All good choices.
Yeah, always beginning. So going through this, I guess one of the good things to talk about what's randomized is we have music that's randomized. This year for our seed, we apparently have character selection choices. What were the 4 choices that they can actually pick
so
from?
in the newest version of the randomizer, you can of course have Mega Man, and you can also use Proto Man, Roll, and Bass down there on Siberian Bull's screen.
Aw, they were being nice for the girls, because there's other ones besides me.
So Squid and Prodigy are keeping it classic.
I've tried all this different sprites, and they are fun, but if you want to actually do your very best, we get so accustomed to each little pixel of the sprites that we like Mega Man. And when you're used to that, and you change to another sprite, it can throw you off just a little bit on real precise jumps right on edges and that kind of thing.
Oh, I totally believe that. I was just noticing, these quick flash bars that are going across, they didn't always have that kind of yellow in front of it when they went by, the beams. Did they?
Yeah, I wonder if that's an update. I mean, the color can change, but...
Yeah, the color changes, but I mean, I remember seeing black beams before, and I don't remember there actually being an accent on the front of them.
Alright, Charlie Boy's out of the first stage.
Charlie Boy just went through that like pie. I was gonna make a probably not a good remark on that one, but it like pie.
Siberian just pulling an E-tank there.
Now look at this, we got Quickman on Quick Stage.
Yeah, is this even randomized? We have to say that at least once per race.
We generally do.
Out of there with about 2 pips of health.
Yeah, so our other racers all pretty darn tight there. That was a tricky Quickman. When you're using the Buster before you have any weapons, the bosses can either take 2 damage from a Buster or 4, and that Quickman was only taking 2, and he can be pretty sneaky, so that wasn't an easy one.
Oh, I like that 1-up that Proto Man has. That's interesting.
Yeah, their 1-ups change depending on which sprite you are. That's kind of fun.
All the love that Duckfist put into this randomizer, you can feel it with every step.
Yeah, so this music selection is only slightly randomized because this is Crash Man's theme from Mega Man 2, so it's a Mega Man 2 song, it's just the wrong stage.
Now, whose audio are we hearing off of right now?
We have Squid Man.
We have Squid?
Yeah.
I love the techno version of this song. And actually, I have Airman as my ringtone.
Squid and Prodigy heading into the boss at the same time.
Yeah, synced up there. That's nice. My ringtone is the only proper one. It's the Wily 1-2 theme from this game.
That's acceptable.
It's just that you hear it so much. I love it too, but it's
yeah,
so
and then
much.
My phone rings and I get to hear it more. It's great.
And both Squid and Prodigy easily handing it to Heatman and getting out of there.
And they got item 1. Nice. Which means that, yeah, I should have noticed Charlie already had item 1.
Yeah, Charlie was trying it earlier for the quick stage zip.
Now, the items are also randomized, if memory serves correctly.
Yes, where you find the items is randomized. And then the behavior of item 1 has some randomization to it. The speed that it travels up is randomized. It can sometimes goes really fast, and sometimes it doesn't even move. It can have a 0 for a speed. And then also how long it stays on the screen is randomized. So it can be, just be there for a little tiny bit and you really can't do a lot with it, or it'll stay there for a long time.
I'm trying to figure where the song is from. This is what we end up doing. We end up trying to guess what the music is half the time. Now, I'm also interested. I guess we're probably going to see a squid pull up some wood zips here. We're seeing Prodigy pull up the bubble zip here on the bottom left.
Yeah, Prodigy with the Buster only zip there. Or did he use item 1 to pull it off?
No, he did it all natural.
Okay, Buster only. Oh, natural. I like that.
Oh, natural.
Organic. It was an organic zip.
Organic.
Let's see if Squid pulls off the zip here.
Doesn't look like Squid's gonna do Goodwood.
No, he's not.
He's gonna take the safer route.
Well, right now it's too early to tell who's. I think all our racers are doing a perfect job right now.
Yeah, since everyone's doing a different route now, it's really going to be hard to say who's in the lead until we get out of these first 8 robo stages.
Yeah, it's also going to be really hard to focus because now we're watching all different things going on. I'm watching Prodigy go after Crash here in Bubble stage. And it's interesting to see Crash in Bubble. He's not really jumping very high. He's going very slow, but Prodigy took a little bit to take him down.
Yeah, that was a
I had to
tricky
cycle
Crash,
through
man.
a couple of the weapon options to find out.
And we have Metal Man in Metal stage with his original metal color. Interesting. But taken down super quick. And we have Flashman here in wood. Oh, that's another thing. The tones, the sounds are actually randomized as well, which I always found very interesting and throws me off completely when trying to play this randomizer.
It really does. If you have, like, you know the tink sound when things are bulletproof?
Yeah.
You can have that be a sound for when you say, just for example, throw a metal blade, and you're like, what?
Oh, God. Yeah, there have been a lot of occasions where the sounds themselves have been definitely thrown off. Here we have another very familiar song for Airman stage. Now, Airman also has a couple of tweaks from the original vanilla. Because of the randomization of the enemies, Duckfist had to end up putting this huge long walkway there as opposed to riding some Cloud Riders.
Yeah, there were some added platforms to make it so that you could get through the stage. In very early versions of the randomizer before the Cloud guys were there, they could easily get despawned by other enemies because the other enemies were randomized. And so you'd find yourself on the edge of that platform with no way to get across it, especially if you didn't have item 2 or something like that. So yeah, Duckfist gave us a nice quality of life improvement there.
And once again, we have Airman for Airman stage. Did we call this seed?
I think it was a random one. I don't think it was any particular theme or anything. I don't know if anyone checked it.
Well, I mean, if
I see in chat somebody was looking for the version number.
Eventually,
this is
one of them's gonna get Shakespeare. So.
Yeah, the version number for someone in chat, I think it's version 5 right now, or is it like 0.5? Anyway, it's 5. And then no one's doing tracking right now, unfortunately. We don't have someone that... I've never done the tracker. I was thinking of trying it, but since we have a 4-person race, I was like, it sounds scary.
Yeah, that sounds nightmarish. Now, starting tomorrow with the tournament, we're going back to one-on-one. This is just prelim matches?
Yeah, this is just an exhibition. This is just for fun. But just to give everyone a little taste and get us excited about the tournament. Once tournament matches start, yeah, it's one-on-one.
I am excited for the tournament.
Set up those matches, and I think they're doing some sort of round-robin format where there should be... I'm not totally positive, but there should be groups of 4, and so you'll play everyone in your group at least once, and then whoever comes out of that group with the most wins moves on to the next stage.
Squidman was trying a couple times, but eventually got that zip across those screens.
Yeah, that item 1 is very quick and very short, but Squid was able to pull that off pretty flawlessly. Well, not flawlessly, but 3 times the charm, but he got it done. I wasn't thinking he was going to. God, it is so hard with my eyes trying to keep track with 4 people at the same time.
Yeah, generally everyone's having a pretty clean run. Prodigy's
Yeah.
doing the crash zip right now.
Nice. You just brought that to my attention. I was sitting here watching Squid
Yeah.
take on Metal Man and Metal.
This zip is kind of funny because he will die. He'll take a death here, but then of course you go to the middle of the stage so that you don't have to go through a couple rooms with elevators. And in the randomizer, they can be really hard. So being able to do that zip is really nice.
Now, if memory serves correctly, it's the shrimp that's the worst about those types of areas that he just skipped, right?
Yeah, there's a few, but shrimp can be terrible because as soon as you cross the boundary and get that screen transition, they'll just crash right into you and you fall down the screen transition again, and it makes it near impossible. I mean, if you have flash stopper, or well, I guess we call it time stopper, there's a couple ways you can get around it, or just hope that the shrimp don't hit you, but yeah, it's really tough.
So here we're about to see Squid probably pull off the Bubble Man zip here.
Unfortunately for our racers, it seems like most of these enemies and a lot of the bosses are buster susceptible.
That's a good point. I don't think we've seen any tinks yet.
Well, even if we did, we might not recognize the sound at first. Oh, Squid didn't get it.
He's gonna try it with item 1 instead.
Oh, well, actually, can he?
With that, yeah. See, the duration of this item 1 is pretty short. It travels up pretty well, but the duration is short, so that makes zips a lot more challenging.
Oh, almost. Come on. Oh,
He's got it.
He got it.
Wow.
Nice.
Clutched that one out.
Well, maybe we'll see Siberian Bull try the wood zip here.
Our chat's still trying to figure out what song's playing.
And we have Charlie trying the crash zip here. And Prodigy's just collected his item 3.
Yeah, Prodigy has 2 stages to go.
Now,
Oh no, Prodigy has chickens in heat. This can be really tricky, but they do go down to 1 buster shot. When Prodigy's going for the randomizer exclusive zip, since you can get the item 1 before you get to heat stage, you can zip using the item 1 when you're in heat in this one spot here. You can't do this in the normal game because you get item 1 in heat stage.
Oh, did he get it? No. This item 1 is just terrible. With
Yeah, the duration is short.
There he
did get
goes.
He did get it. But yeah, these chickens never stop, so they are just a nightmare.
Colonel Sanders, eat your heart out.
Yeah, Squid with 2 stages to go. One of them being Crash. Crash is the longest stage.
Usually held off for the last because of its length, right?
Right, and you want items. You really want item. Let's see, you need item 1 and 3 in Crash. 1 so you can do this zip, and 3 to make the ladder climbing in the second half of the stage go faster.
Oh, see? Things like that. Like death sounds for your metal blade.
Right. It seems like Metal Blade is the one that always has a weird sound.
Now, was more music added?
I don't think
Because
any music changed from version 4, whatever we were on before. I think it was 4.3 to now.
All right. But what about openings? Because that opening I saw looked kind of new. I didn't recognize
Like
it.
the title screen and everything?
Yeah.
I don't think that changed.
We got a
Charlie
magenta
Boy,
bubble in
item
heat.
3.
Yeah, and Charlie's got 2 stages to go. Prodigy with 1 stage to go.
I do love a lot of the color layouts that they have, like this color scheme that he has for Heat with the dark reds and black and yellow.
Or you
That
can
looks
get a
very
Pepto-Bismol.
Right,
Siberian
in
Bulldog.
Crash Stage.
Hey, you know what? Doesn't your stomach feel better?
It does. It is no more nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Yeah, I'm looking at this and I'm like, I love it. I wish the original had this kind of color scheme with the black and the red. It's awesome. Oh, look, a tracker popped in for us.
Oh no!
Thank you.
Yeah, somebody's
Charlie boy,
throwing in the
game
tracker.
over.
Ooh, Charlie. See, I told you those chickens are really tricky in this heat stage.
Yeah.
Revenge of
You have to make the
poultry.
decision of whether to shoot them or let them go by. But they're always going to be coming for you, and they always knock you into the lava. In this case, looks like toxic waste this time.
Yeah, especially in the sludge. Oh yeah.
Now the randomizer really kicks up if everything ends up being immune to pea shooter here.
Oh, Prodigy's doing the Goodwood zip right now.
Oh, okay, so at least you guys get to see good wood, as it's supposed to be.
Goodwood is very tricky. It is a very difficult zip.
And confusing.
Like, those hops that he's making are actually over pits that would cause his death. I remember Creed actually explaining this to me in detail. So what you're doing is are going through, like, the stage, but I guess with no enemies or any of the other stuff. So when he goes and pulls off and dies and then respawns, the game already thinks he cleared all the previous stage beforehand. If I'm explaining it correctly. I'm sure Creed will mention something if I'm not.
I think you explained it as well as anyone can.
I'm good at explaining things in layman's terms.
And that looks like Prodigy's last Robomaster.
Yeah, Prodigy's going into the Wily stage, so now we know who our leader is for sure. Squid's about a half a stage behind him.
Yeah, Siberian Bull's gonna be joining Charlie Boy for Heatman stage. Well, Charlie's actually just got to the Robot Master of Heatman.
Squidman's joining him there.
Since Prodigy is at Wily 1, we've got to play our favorite game. Speaking of colors,
Yeah.
it's
In
Name the
chat.
Color of the Dragon.
And what it's weak to.
Yeah, that's the bonus.
Oh, yes, the bonus. Oh, okay. Do you guys want to go first? Because when I go first, I sit there and think forever.
All right, I'm gonna go with an mostly orange dragon, and it's
Mostly
gonna be
orange dragon.
vanilla weakness. It's gonna be quick.
Ooh. I am going to go for a coral, yellow, and purple dragon.
Oh,
I'm
very
super
descriptive. Very
I am.
descriptive.
I
We're
am
getting
super
into
descriptive.
Crayola colors.
Because you know what? I
Burnt
usually get
sienna?
one.
Is that the next color?
Burnt sienna.
Umber. Can I get an umber dragon, please?
All right, Chad. Who do you? What color you think this dragon's gonna be?
I'm going with
Oh,
a
and he's doing
navy
the
blue.
vertical zip here,
Give me a navy blue dragon
Yeah,
weak to
nice.
metal.
and we get some
Weak to
Red
metal.
Wings theme going on. Look at that. Heck yeah! You know what? Red Wings works for Wily 1. I agree. All right. How close am I?
I'm way off.
Oh, I
Oh,
am nowhere
no.
near.
Nope, didn't
Yeah.
happen.
We had a friggin' peppermint tea friggin' dragon.
There's a little bit of umber there. On
Oh, and there's no
hits.
quick boomerang
There is,
either.
there
I'm
is.
way wrong.
I would say even burnt sienna.
Burnt sienna.
We get some RGB codes.
Right.
Oh, and weak to metal. That dragon went down super fly. All right, so Prodigy's on to Wily 2 now.
You know what
Players
I'm
at
gonna do
home,
this
check
year? I
your
just thought of
tickets.
this. Oh, go ahead, XR. I'm sorry.
No, I was just making a lottery reference.
Oh.
It's
I was
like
gonna say I'm gonna guess colors of the dragon based on Bob Ross colors. It's gonna be phthalo blue every time.
Happy dragons.
We need more things like that.
Happy dragons.
Exactly.
Just your dragon doesn't have to be perfect. Squid Man.
All right,
gonna
let's see
find
how
out.
quick Squid finds out that it's metal.
This is your bravery
generally-
test.
Come on, peppermint tea, let's go.
Peppermint Patty. Well, we know when it goes metal is always the second choice. I mean, it's just such a quick shot. I just love the death sound it comes with it.
Well, sometimes with it being the randomizer, sometimes you'll end up in a situation where you only get one metal blade on the screen, and metal blade is actually kind of clunky and not real great. But this one, it's allowing multiple blades. So
We got Siberian Bull joining on the Wily stages here. Squidman joining Prodigy on Wily 2. Now, if I remember correctly, the first 2 songs are the same for the Wily stages, and then the second 2 songs are the same?
right, Wily 1 and 2 have the same song, even though it's randomized, but it'll be the same song, and then Wily 3, 4 have the same song.
Now, is there a reason for that?
That's just
Like
the way
that,
the
it
original game was. So
Oh,
they
okay.
had the same theme in the first 2 stages, and then a new theme for the second 2. And so I think Duckfist just kept it that way.
That
Squid
works.
Man here taking a second to find out what those blocks are weak to.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he knows
And
the
it's-
wall weakness.
Wall to wood. And with Pico being weak to
Buster,
lemon
that's
shots, that
yeah,
was
that's
down
huge.
super quick. Oh, and Charlie
Charlie
found a
absolutely
super quick
shredded
flash.
that boss.
I
I
hope
didn't
you all
even know
didn't
what
have
boss
any
that
lag at
was.
home,
Who was
'cause you
that?
would've
That
missed
that was literally 2 seconds. That was Flashman with Metal Blade. I was about to
Wow,
mention
okay.
how weak he was, and apparently it was 2-shot death. So
Wow.
yeah, that literally was exactly a wow.
And now all 4 of our racers and the Wily stages.
Oh, reminded me of grape juice. Look what Prodigy's running through.
Weren't you talking about inhaling some of that earlier?
Yes, I was. Ah. Prodigy running super quick
Oh,
through this grape juice.
Bob in chat is correct. It is purple drink or purple drink.
Official purple drink.
No, I only have the best Welch's grape juice.
Well, and the Wily man here, or on Wily stage, it's they're
Yeah,
going
in Wily
purple
3.
drink.
Well, Wily seems to like royal purple. Have you noticed this seems to be his color scheme? The mountains, the ladders, his purple drink. Okay, so we're sitting there hunting tank weakness here, and I guess it's
Captain
not
Pepto.
Captain Pepto.
So this is a cool song. This is from Mega Man 4. It's like a slightly remixed version to be able to get it into the randomizer, but having Mega Man 4 in Mega Man 2 is pretty neat.
Well, it definitely will hit nostalgia for our much younger audiences who missed out on the joy of the first 3 when they came out. For a lot of people, I have generally found that Mega Man 3 or 4 ends up being their first Mega Mans.
And nobody's as old as me who remembers 1 and 2.
Oh, I remember 1 and 2. I had 1 and 2. Well, I still have 2, but I lost 1 a long time ago. It was devastating.
I unfortunately never played Mega Man as a kid. We were more of a Mario household.
Aww, but Mega
Well,
Man's
I've
kind of like
rediscovered it
Mario,
as an adult.
but he kills things.
Yeah, well,
And actually, that I remember reading up at one
Oh,
point that it was
prodigies in
purposely
the
made.
anxiety rooms.
that everything you destroy is robots, so that you don't in any inadvertent way feel like you are actually killing things.
Right. Yeah, they do be real safe about that back then.
Yeah, they were super safe about things like that. So
Okay,
they made sure.
Prodigy's in the third spike room here, and he's got the Chanky makers, these fire throwing guys. They make so much lag that this is kind of a scary part, and he's out. When you're in iframes going through the screen transition with a ton of lag there, it's possible to die at the screen transition. The game gets confused and thinks you fell in a pit.
Yeah, I call these the anxiety rooms because watching streamers go through these, especially with all the lag, that
Yeah.
you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, they absolutely are anxiety filled when you're doing the randomizer too, because you're like, well, who's going to be in here? I don't know.
Surprise!
All right, so
Bull finishing up Wily too.
now we get to see how the boobies are. I guess Prodigy doesn't know what. Oh, he does.
Oh, maybe he did know the wall, or no? You know what? I think Prodigy's method of going through is to go metal first, because with if they're weak to metal, you don't have to take out very many walls. And then I think he tries Leaf Shield, which is the same sort of concept.
But he can actually shoot it in all directions.
Right, you can shoot it up. Yeah.
Super.
All right, and our
That's
boobies,
Buster.
yeah.
Buster immune, or Buster? Yes,
Buster weak.
susceptible, excuse me.
And we have Squidman
is
going.
Just surviving those Chanky makers, and you can see another reason they're so difficult is if you're taking a lot of hits and trying to damage boost. Look at his life right now. I mean, they do a lot of damage, so those are nasty guys to have in there.
Yeah, I saw Prodigy have to eat an E-tank for that.
He's in the refights now. The refight room is very Borg inspired. It's dark greens. I'm sorry, would that be forest green? Let me consult here with Retro Queen. Can you give me an update on the palette?
I would call it spring green, with maybe a slight verde tint in the background, slightly darker. So I would go spring green.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Maybe green meadow if we were going Crayola colors.
Now remember, with the green meadow, you can just add your happy dragons, as many as you want.
And Squidman finding that weakness super quick for the boobies. And knowing already that wood is the weakness for the walls.
So
He's
just
joining
in and out.
Prodigy on the refights.
I've seen that room ruin runs many a time for a rando. Because when they fire, you could take just a lot of damage and not be able to compensate.
I'm trying to figure out what this song is, and I'm disappointed with myself.
Yeah, I don't know this one.
Oh, I know this one. That's why I'm disappointed with myself.
Charlie Boy's up there with Captain Pepto and Prodigy's. I think this is the last refight.
Yeah, Prodigy, I remember him going with Kamisenin, Buster only on certain races. He is a very good team player like that. And very confident in his skills.
And it looks like the Wily machine is weak to the Buster. I think there's 3 weapons that'll hurt the machine in its first phase. And in its first phase, if it's Buster weak, then the second phase is always Buster weak as well. We used to say that the machine had a 50% chance of being weak to the Buster, but I think most of us are pretty sure that that's not true. It's probably more like 80%.
It's interesting watching Siberian Bull not take the damage boost to fall there. He choosing instead to kill all the Chanky makers. Chanky makers?
Chanky makers. I like that.
Chanky. Is that what they're called?
I really
used to just call them fire-throwing guys.
Chanky makers it is. All right, Prodigy. Alien.
Chanky makers.
Got a little bit of a Barney purple there. Or,
Yeah, it's a Barney.
again, I defer to Retro. Can you please give us a spectral analysis
of the color? I would call it No, it's not periwinkle. Maybe just like a subtle violet. I would call it something along those lines. A subtle violet.
There we are. It looks like Prodigies are.
All right, GG Prodigy.
GG's to Prodigy at 30 minutes and 11 seconds.
Yeah, that's a
Great
really
time.
good time
That is a very good time.
in a race. Times have come down a lot in this newest version of the randomizer because right when a boss gets killed, Mega Man is warping out. It doesn't go through the little victory music anymore, so it's really kind of speeding up a bunch of the parts of the game where you would just be sitting there doing nothing.
Should we try and see if we can get Prodigy in the room? Or are we immediately setting up for our second race after
I
this?
think we probably jump right into the second one, make that transition, and go.
Looks like Siberian's starting his refights now, and Charlie's making his way through. Alright, Squid, it's alien time.
Let's see how quick Squid figures this one out. I didn't see what the weakness was when Prodigy was fighting, to be honest with you. Was it Crash?
Nope.
Nope, not Crash.
He's going through the same order that Prodigy did, although it looks like he found it a little sooner. It's Lemons.
Oh, really?
it's-
It was Pea Shooter?
Yeah.
The whole time.
Our good friend Kame should have been here for this seed because
I know,
there were a couple
right?
of wily bosses that were Buster weak.
Well, almost. I didn't see anything that wasn't Buster weak as far as the common enemies either. Oh, the audio jumped over to Charlie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, GG Squidmium. 3141.
Still
What
faster
I'm
than my PB.
Curious about is how Mega Man believes Wily. I mean, how do you believe this man? We've been through this 9, 10, 11 times already. It's because he's a robot.
Is Mega Man sentient?
To a certain degree, but he's not allowed to take a human life. So I don't think it's within him. But there was, like, this drama where supposedly he could have made the choice and kind of did make the choice to, like, leave Wily to die or something.
So a death by proxy. Man, this got deep.
Yeah. Sorry.
So Charlie and Siberian, both in their refight stages.
Our Mega Man lore expert, Creed, says that there are an assortment of weaknesses for the Wily machine, but between the two phases, a weapon will be locked out. There will be 4 max, excluding Buster.
Alright, Charlie on his last refight, I think.
I remember how excited everybody would get when they got sub 32. They'd be like, I got less than 32!
Yeah, I think the top runners now are looking for sub 30.
Yeah.
I know Prodigy's had like a 28 or something like that. I can't quite
wow.
remember, but I know he's got a PB under 30 minutes.
Now, with the quickened time amount for the shorter, like, weapon screens and whatnot that were added in this version, how much time do you think that does cut? Like, I wouldn't imagine it being any more than, like, 30, 45 seconds, right? Maybe like
no, I
3
think it
seconds
ends
per
up being
boss?
more.
Really?
No, it's quite a bit more. And then don't forget that Mega Man warps out without doing the little victory music and everything, and you do that 8 times, and it really does add up. So
Yeah,
we're
I can
definitely.
imagine.
I would guess somewhere between 1 and 2 minutes.
Wow, alright. So that kind of makes sense why they would want a sub 30 at this point.
Yeah.
So what's your PB, Stuffy?
Oh, it's
We get
still
to see you
it's still
later,
a
right?
32. Yeah, I'll be at the next race here. I'm gonna bow out here just as soon as Charlie finishes off the alien here.
Oh, but I love
Charlie and
commentating with
Siberia.
you. So you're getting
Well,
replaced with Charlie?
I'm sure we'll get to do it again during the tournament because I'd like to do some tournament commentary. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, it is. I definitely enjoyed it. I love how this is presented by Concept.
Nice.
Oh, that's great.
All right, GG Siberian.
Yeah.
GG's to
Finishing
Siberian. And we have Charlie
Right
probably
on
going to
his
go
heels.
Buster last. Oh, no, he's trying Buster.
Kind of looks like it. He's going down through the menu.
Yeah.
Hey, Charlie,
He's
don't go to page 2.
No,
There you go,
Charlie.
there you go.
All right.
There you go. He's probably like, damn it.
All right, GG to Charlie.
Oh,
Siberian
GG's to
didn't
Charlie.
yeah, GG Charlie. Siberian didn't stop his timer, but it was
Yeah, I
somewhere
was
around
about
the
to say, why
35.
is Siberian's timer still going? He was 35 something.
Yeah, I think early.
All
35.
right. Well, I am going to hop out of here and get my stuff ready so I can race in the second one. It's been a pleasure, guys. And I'll
All
see you
right.
Thank you, Stuff.
Have a good run, Stuffy.
Thank
I
you.
will subconsciously be rooting for you, but not really.
Everyone, put your Bob Ross energy
Okay,
into the stream.
I'm absorbing all the colors of Bob Ross right now. And we are getting ready here for Charlie Boy to join us for our next set showcase of races. Our next race will be Stuff and Things, Mega Kyle, and Daggett. And we may have one more tuning in for our fourth. Don't know who just yet.
But everyone
But,
joining us here on Twitch, please stick around because it's always exciting. We got a
Oh, it
batch of
is.
runners.
And you get to hear my wonderful commentary skills as I crack jokes and rehash old Mega Man nostalgia.
So stick around.
And as we laugh about how this game was presented by Concept. And for those of you in the know, you know, Keiji Inafune, Concept, enough said. What he should do is have a Duckfish should add a joke title where it's just like Mighty Number 1.
So my introduction to Mega Man and the Mega Man speedrun community came after I stumbled across Games Done Quick on YouTube. And unfortunately, my introduction to Games Done Quick was just after I believe it was AGDQ in Maryland, where I live very close to. And so I missed out on that. But by proxy of YouTube, replaying, like once you get it go, it'll start new videos. And ended up on some Mega Man speedruns and checked those out on Twitch. And it's such a great community and such a welcoming community.
Oh, I love this community. That's I couldn't believe.
Everyone's superb and super nice. And I find that a lot with retro gamers because some of the speedrunners tend to be a little bit, I don't want to say older, but they played these games as kids, and we played these games as kids, so they're very special to us.
Oh, for sure. It was for me actually to break into this at first, for you know, obvious reasons of nostalgia and history with the game. But actually, this community helped me get over any sort of latent, you know, kind of like sad memories that I had of playing this game a lot when I was a kid. and I've learned to like embrace it and love it. It's just one of the best things that I actually focus a lot of my time wanting to do. But on another note, AGDQ is actually going to be hosted in Orlando this year. And I live in Orlando, so I am super excited.
Even better.
So this will be my first GDQ that I will actually be able to attend.
Hopefully,
And
we'll hear you. Will there be any commentary from you on any of the AGDQ runs?
I was wondering, I want to see if maybe some of the guys. I know that it's a long way off. It's January 2020, so we are waiting for I guess who might be interested. Like I said, it's a bit of a long way off. We still got this tournament to contend with right here on SpeedGaming, so we're gonna go and shimmy on through that and see maybe afterwards if anybody's interested. And you get to meet Retro Queen Gamer right here on AGDQ.
So stay tuned.
So stay tuned. But I am definitely looking forward to everything that this tournament is going to line up to be. We get to actually see stuff and things. Mega Kyle was our runner-up finalist last year. Ended up taking a loss to Prodigy, but is probably one of the best, SpeedGaming Mega Man 2 randomizer runners that is definitely out there. It's and stuff and things also. This is going to be a very, very good run, actually. So you guys should definitely stay tuned because you're about to see 3 experts just run through this super quick and see which ones.
Sure.
I will not be surprised if we see a sub 30 here.
Ooh,
I kind of almost expect it. Oh yeah. I kind of expect it, a sub 30. So remember, during the 15th century in Europe, there was a person named Dracula who practiced sorcery in order to, create a bad world filled with evil. Is that what it actually said? To create a bad world filled with evil?
The curse of Dracula. The fate of Europe lies with Trevor Belmont. I love it.
I know. And Curse of Dracula was the only Dracula I haven't played. Or the only Castlevania I haven't played. It's the Curse of Dracula, the third
For
one.
use in Austria. Guten Tag.
Oh yeah, well, we're talking about Dracula, right?
Yeah.
Stay a while and listen. Come on, name this. The evil you move against is the Dark Lord of Terror.
He is known to mortal men as Diablo. He
damn it.
seeks to once again sow chaos in the realm of mankind.
Name that game.
Must find and destroy Diablo before it is too late.
The opening music to that game scared me to death as a kid. I used to watch my brother play it, and every time we go to the town, I would be like, "Oh my god!" To this day, every time I hear those sad, somber strings, I always am like, "Are you playing Diablo?" So the seed we're doing is called Bang.
Bang.
Is that what it is? Bang? B-A-N-G?
Bang. Very 4th of July-esque. That is an appropriate seed name.
It's an appropriate seed name. Bang, boom, to the moon. So, for those of you just tuning in, when going through Mega Man, it is not best to say what is randomized in the Mega Man 2 randomizer, but what isn't randomized in the Mega Man 2 randomizer. And to my knowledge, almost everything is randomized except for Mega Man's jump height, his run speed, the speed in which he shoots his own lemon shots, the pea shooter. And let's see, item 2 is not randomized. Its location is randomized, but item 1 and 3 actually have randomized behaviors. As you saw in the last one, if you were here, you'd notice that the item 3 disappeared super quick, and it was very, very, very short-lived, which made it very difficult for our runners who normally would have done a lot of these zips and tricks in 1 or 2 shots to take more like 3 or 4. So it's very, interesting. I'm trying to think what else isn't randomized. I guess the location of the Wily bosses are not randomized. But I think that's about it. Do we have Charlie Boy
is
yet?
joining us? Or Prodigy is filling in our 4th spot in this race.
Oh, so we get to see Prodigy again. Well, this is interesting. So now we have Stuff and Things, Mega Kyle Daggett, and Prodigy. I wish we knew which section was...
You are correct, Fearless Decoy. There are still 8 Robot Masters. No more, no less. They will all make their appearances. You don't know where, per se.
There was supposed to be 24 in Mega Man 3.
Oh.
We ain't gonna get into that one.
No, that's for a different stream.
That is for a different stream. Maybe Duckfist will make a Mega Man 3 randomizer, and all the things that were taken out of it could be put back in. Alright, so Big Bang Boom to the moon.
Alright.
Let's see.
Looks like about all of our racers are just about ready, so hopefully we'll be getting going soon.
Yes, I believe we're waiting for Charlie Boy to come into the room. I'm curious, so is Stuff and Things top left, Mega Kyle bottom left, or Mega Kyle top right?
I'm
trying to figure what the order is so I don't misname people. We will figure this out in a moment. Just stick with us, people. Stay a while and listen.
Yo, 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 yo.
Alright.
Alright, the hostess with the mostest is back.
What's up, guys? My name is Charlie Boy, and I'm sure Retro Queen Gamer and XR Tech have been keeping you guys company. My name is Charlie Boy, joining these guys for the second race